Capricorns, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for October 24th through the 30th of 2016. I'm Athen, and this channel is about using the actual constellations in the sky known as Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link down below for more information. All right, so Capricorns, this week we have a new moon at the end of the week, which means another set of new beginnings involving your ninth house. So this is the house of adventure. It's the house of travel for some of you. It's the house of philosophy, of astrology, of religion, anything that expands your horizons, whether it's internally or quite literally externally. So this is the second new moon. We had the last one here in this ninth house of yours. So now it's continuous new things unfolding here with this more expansive view of life. And most fundamentally too, I feel like just being aware of your belief systems and the importance of your belief systems and thinking big and perhaps examining your worldview. Do you have limiting belief systems? Do you see what's possible? Is it healthy? Is it balanced? Because sometimes it can be too much. But it is a good time to think big, to see those open horizons, and to really tap into your adventurous spirit at the moment. Now this week, because we'll be in the balsamic phase the second half, it is a bit of the lowering energy. So it's a good time to listen, reflect on things, but especially as we go into next week, there is this freshness about it, and the new seeds that you plant this weekend may start to take some root. So that's the most important astrological event this week, which is at the very end on Sunday, but we do have a lot of aspects taking place leading up to that. So let's go ahead and talk about this early on here. Tuesday and Wednesday, we got a few aspects with Venus. I do want to mention that Venus has recently went into your 11th house to join up with your ruler Saturn. In fact, they're going to conjoin here on Saturday of this week. So this is about what I think you have been putting energy into this past year, involving your aspirations, involving your future things, right? This is everything in the future, your hopes, your wishes, and also on an interpersonal level, maybe even community, and spending time with friends or groups and building those networks in your life. But whatever that's been for you this week is still excellent for you to enjoy perhaps a bit of these aspirations, maybe connecting with friends, groups, etc. And in many ways, a new beginning with these things, with this conjunction, in terms of how you can set some long-term goals and long-term plans involving your personal aspirations and any other things larger than yourself, such as community or groups as well. Now, Tuesday and Wednesday, though, Venus will be squaring up to Neptune, so if there's any uncertainty about this stuff or haze around Tuesday and Wednesday, I think just being present with it, accepting, maybe detaching a bit from it can be healthy. It might have to do with the financial material stuff. It's possible because Neptune is in your second house, but this has been the importance of you surrender, letting go, detaching from the material realm, so to speak, and understanding that things are coming in divine timing. But if you don't have all the information, if there's uncertainty, confusion, doubt about it, maybe it's involving your career in some sense. Venus rules your 10th. Maybe it's involving your creations, whatever those might be. Presence, acceptance. And I think as a result, you'll find that there is this flow about it, and you can certainly continue along that journey there. And I do want to mention that Venus will be sextiling Jupiter, so maybe there's some opportunities with those things around Tuesday and Wednesday, with the aspirations, with the adventurous spirit, with the finances, or actually not the finances, but the aspirations and the career, quite possibly, since Venus does rule that 10th also. Okay, the financial stuff, I think just giving a bit of extra attention there in terms of acceptance and presence will be key. All right, then as we go into Friday and Saturday, Mars will be squaring up to Uranus and sextiling up to Chiron. So this has been a Mars in your 12th house, which has been making time for you to dive deep at the moment, maybe get some R&R, maybe get things done in a way that's a bit receptive, finding the flow of life and the tranquility of life, and seeing how as we detach, as we accept, we're present, we can actually get a lot done. And that's what Mars in the 12th house is all about. It's about that receptive approach to action. So there has been some transformations with this last week, maybe some transformations with those aspirations last week, maybe involving home and family. And so it's great to continue to implement those changes, as well as, again, a bit of this receptive approach to things. Now, the Friday and Saturday square up to Uranus, again, just like the square from Neptune and Venus, give it a bit of space, maybe involving some of these aspirations and the alone time. The stuff that maybe you might need to get some rest and relaxation, or maybe there's too much of it and maybe you need to take some action. Whatever it is, it's about finding balance with it. And if you are feeling a bit rash or a bit impulsive, this later half of the week. Do bring some extra tension there and take things nice and slow. There is something to listen to about that, because Uranus usually shows that there's some sort of freedom, something we're trying to break free from. But in a square, it can be a bit erratic. So give it a bit of space and listen to it, though, and implement it. Maybe there's a way to move some things forward with a bit more acceptance, maybe with some communication, maybe with some willingness to learn. And that's what Uranus in your third house has been showing you, the freedom that comes from approaching life with the willingness to learn. And maybe some new and different information can be seen from a larger perspective if there is something that needs to be communicated, or some information that comes to us that is uncomfortable, which is the square from the third house. But yeah, a bit of presence, a bit of acceptance, and listening to that intuition, I think, can certainly assist with that square. And it can be healing, in fact, too. Maybe it's the R&R, maybe it's a bit of that detachment, and that's been Chiron, in this case now sextiling up to Mars. So that's the week in a nutshell, Capricorn. Definitely an emphasis on this Venus in your 11th house with your ruler. In fact, you guys could be feeling good, looking good this week. It's quite possible. Venus is all about the beauty of matters, and this is you in the chart. Saturn, your ruler, represents your self-image, represents your goals, your ambitions. There's a bit of that, value there, a bit of beauty about that. Maybe even some, again, new things unfolding with career and your sense of self-expression. And then also the Mars in the 12th house, getting things done in a receptive way, I think will be key. And in the context of the fact that this is all part of these continuous new beginnings involving your 9th house to expand those horizons, whether it's internally or externally. All right, Capricorn, so have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next week.